Cancer, welcome to Aether Tarot. Welcome to your reading we're doing today. It's just a general collective reading, so only take what resonates and leave the rest. Alright, what messages do we have for you? Nothing so far. Alright, what we got coming out here? Alright, we have the bag. Something important, such as a new job or a raise. Flag. Do not be tempted to lower your standards. Funnel. Period of frustration. Lessons to be learned. This is in the middle. So, I'm thinking with this new job or raise or whatever this is happening with your bag of money, you know, there could be somebody in your workplace or a client or a customer or even a boss that thinks they can pay you more for you to sort of, I don't know, break the rules, do things different to what's maybe lawful, legal. Feels like a customer who just wants to pay a lot of money for you to do something outside of licensing or industry standards, or wants to cut a corner, wants you to cut a corner with this new job or raise. And so I really feel like this is where don't be tempted to lower your standards, or maybe even you know, if you're going for a new job or something, it could just be like if there's something about what you're doing or what you're looking to do that really doesn't align with you, even if everything else kind of fits your goals and your dreams. I mean, it could be like you get a new job, but then they expect you to do these kind of hours that actually, like, everything about the job is perfect. It's exactly what you want to do, but it's going to cut into then time with your family, and that, you know, breaks some other rules in your life, or things that it cuts into other things that you love to do. And and so, like, it's really not going to work in the long run. I feel like this is saying, like, something's coming in for you, like something important is happening here, and it will increase your money. But stick to your guns, stick to what you want, and I feel like you will get that. And just, like, persist. And with that, lowering your standards. So this could create this period of frustration because you're staying committed to what you want, and you're not gonna, like, compromise until you get exactly what you want. And I feel like maybe this is something you've been trying to, you know, maybe a new direction you're trying to take, or, you know, going after that money, going after that dream job, whatever it is for you. It's like there's this period of frustration where you've had to learn patience, you've had to learn, I don't know, these lessons to make it work, or you've had to just, like, kind of go through the hard part, the beginning part, the doubt, I mean, even in a new job, you may have like a 3-month or a 6-month kind of probation period, and a huge learning curve, or whatever it may be, just, you know, whatever fits for you, whatever it is specific to you. And the lessons to be learned in that, like, you know, the consistency that's most important, not just the, you know, getting the result. It feels like the result will come, but you're going to have to stick with it. We have wall, misunderstanding, the Pen new job, career. So, it's still coming out. And flowers, happiness. Haha. See? Comes out in the beginning. Like, it's like this bag is something you're committed to. This is important to you. This bag is representing what you want. It's not saying you're getting it, but I feel like you're going after it. This is something you do want to go get. But yeah, it needs to be in line with you. It needs to be no compromising. It's not just about the money. It has to be so much more. It has to fulfill you and have some purpose and meaning to it. You can't just do something for money. Even if you're like, well, I'm going to use this to support, my family or whatever, and that has meaning, it's giving more than that. No, it needs to be more than money. You need to be doing something that you're really passionate about, that gives you purpose and meaning and fulfillment. So going through this learning curve could be also just breaking out of a mold that you've been in. And with the funnel, it's like funneling out all the things that don't work, putting all the options into a bag, and it funnels down into just that narrow, it's like sifting out. I know it's a funnel, not a sift, but it's like finding a way to make it fit for you, and rather than you fitting it. Yeah. And so I don't know what this misunderstanding is, but it's going to put a wall up, or maybe you've got your walls up about some things in life. This could be also with regards to work and career. Like, you may have a fixed mindset, so you may need to be a bit more flexible without lowering your standards. Like, things can be done 100 different ways. There's not necessarily a right way, a one way that it has to be done or understood, or this is more so like seeing like, you may have a method, and you've developed this method because it's you've got your reasons for it. It's faster, it's more efficient, it stops certain mistakes that could be made with the human element. But this is like being careful not to create a fixed mindset, I feel like. Be open to possibilities that maybe you haven't looked at before. Be open to finding ways to make what seems like fixed flexible, but without lowering your standards. See where the lessons are coming in, see where this frustration is, because it's like, be flexible, but don't lower your standards. Be open-minded, don't put all your walls up, because you could put a wall up for something that looks like an issue or a challenge that you've dealt with in the past and overcome. Something may present and look the same way or a similar way, but it may not be anything like that. Like, you can even if it is exactly like that, just because you handled it a certain way in the past doesn't mean that's the only way to handle it now. I feel like this is about breaking down some walls, and maybe these are like the challenges for you to overcome within yourself, not just breaking down walls with other people, but there could be some belief systems here that are restricting you. At the bottom of the deck, we have taking a vacation, physically or mentally, the hammock. So somebody may need to do that. Just sort of break the mold once again. Get out of, the everyday routine. maybe this everyday routine is creating this period of frustration. Like you could be, I don't know, for me, I have been working on just like keeping consistent with the things that I'm committed to, like getting better at every day. It's like I'm only going to get better if I stay consistent with my diet, with my exercise, things like this, learning a language. And I've always been really good for a time, and then I fall off the bandwagon. I'll take all my vitamins every day religiously, and then I'll run out of a few, and then I just sort of fall off the bandwagon, and then I go however long without taking them, and then I think, why am I feeling this way? Why did I stop doing the thing that I know to do? So, I'm working on this consistency for myself, not like the on off thing. And then I'm dealing with, okay, I've got my consistency really, really, really good right now, and I have no spontaneity. So there's this period of frustration, like how can I have, all both, without compromising on my consistency? How can I get that spontaneity back in? And I'm worried about falling off the consistency if I bring back, there is a way though. And and I feel like you've got this new job career with the pen. I mean, I've seen this show up in a past reading too, not too long ago. And happiness, so I feel like we're working it out in the end. It all works out. Okay. This is nice. We've got the Six of Pentacles, the Six of Wands, the Ten of Swords, Five of Wands in reverse, and Seven of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Queen of Cups, Cancer, your energy. Queen of Cups, so you could be a mother, but somebody extremely loving, nurturing. Now, you have this Queen of Cups in your life, possibly. So Six of Pentacles, I feel like you're either now or soon going to be in a position where you're giving back to your community in some way, or you want to do this. You want something that has this meaning, something that balances things out. It's not just about the money, like we talked about. And I feel like you want enough to not just have it all for yourself. Like you are the kind of person that wants to give back and help others. Somebody could be helping you right now get something started, or supporting you going after your goals and dreams. So here with the Eight of Pentacles, you're extremely hardworking, very masterful at what you do. And I feel like even if you're going into a new area, you work hard until you master something every time. Like, you're not just okay with good enough. That's just, I just don't feel like that's an option for you. But because you've got this Queen of Cups energy, you're wanting to bring that love and that nurturing into, this. It's like you want to do something where you're helping others, if you're not already. Or you want to ramp that up, help more people. So, somebody could be, quite entrepreneurial, but they also, but you're also wanting to do it in a way where there's more meaning to it than just the money. Like, you want to do, or you're in a career that helps other people, that that you give back in one or more ways, not necessarily just financially, but it's like a win-win. Like, you're not satisfied if you don't have people, customers, or the service you give needs to be exceptional. You're not satisfied giving second best. And I feel like that is why, you know, you got it in the bag. Because you work harder, you do more, you do better. And you're having a success here. 6 of Wands. Something, you know, you're being celebrated and you're being supported for not lowering your standards. And I don't think that this is going to be anything that you do anytime soon. So let's clarify this 6 of Pentacles. Yeah, you may have you may be, you know, thinking about where you've been in the past and what you have achieved and what you know, how much you've given, so much more than others, and maybe not felt rewarded for it. Like, you showed up earlier, you put in longer hours, you went over and above, and that work went unappreciated, or, you know, you just went, that appreciation wasn't shown. Or just, you know, you want something that's emotionally fulfilling, because these cups are about emotions. But you've got a new cup being handed to you. So there is more fulfillment coming in. And I think that, you know, because you're manifesting that as well. Like, you know that this is what you want. You know it needs to have more. And so when you're focused on that, you're going to receive that. You're going to create that. The opportunity is going to show up for that. So you're having huge success. We have the Empress at the bottom of the deck. And look at this. We've got, like, all these people out here. King of Cups in reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. It's like, these people aren't liking, I don't know, what you're doing, what you're saying, the support you've got. I feel like these are the people that wanted to just feed off your energy. These are the people in competition with you. But 5 of Swords in reverse. This fight, this battle, whatever they've tried to do, it's over. I don't think, like, these people are irrelevant. They're irrelevant. Like, you're untouched by it. Unfazed. These are the types of people that want you to lower your standard, that wanted you to lower your standards in the past. And you didn't, which is why you're in the upright and having a success and having all support that you need. So, and I feel like you pushed through even when you didn't have support. Like, you're starting to see that support come through now. It's around you. You can start to feel that success, but these people weren't there supporting you before you were successful. I still feel like they don't support you now. They're just angry. Yeah. Because we got the Justice in reverse and the 6 of Cups in reverse. So what you gave before, it was completely unjust. How much extra you did and what you put in. And these people were just takers. And it was unequal give and take. You gave more, they gave less. Toxic. A High Priestess in reverse. Like, these people are just charlatans. There's no love out here. But they're just takers, not givers. Completely disconnected from their heart space. These could be people around you still now in your life, or they could be people from the past that, you know, they're starting to, but they can see your success. I think you're being celebrated now. But, you know, the thing is, the hardest part is getting doing it before you're a success, doing it before you're celebrated, doing it when you have no supporters, pushing forward, not lowering your standards, going after that bag, going after your goals and dreams. The supporters are there later. The celebration is after you've succeeded. The hardest part is all the work you have to do to get there along the way before you even have accomplished this. But we've got the Two of Wands and the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So you sticking to your guns and keeping your standards high, keeping your head held high and not being tempted. I feel like all these people in the past have tried to tempt you and you have just carved your own path. And this is what's turning your Wheel of Fortune. This is what's having success come in. Two of Wands. You may be at a point where you're planning to move in this direction, or you've reached a certain level of success and now you're at the point of going back to the drawing board and determining the next stage. You might be thinking about bringing something new in, having some new ideas for money, or for your wealth, for this new cycle that you're going in or have already started. And I feel like you've got more than one idea, more than one passion. So it's like determining which one is really, it's like having a plan. You're in planning stage and having a practical plan, but with passion. So period of frustration, lessons to be learned, Ten of Swords. This is an ending coming in. We have the Death card at the bottom of the deck. So transition, an ending and a transition. And this may feel quite uncomfortable. We don't have a Tower out here, so this isn't necessarily something that you don't expect. I feel like this isn't happening to you. This is something that you're transitioning through. And I feel like it's these past things. But with new job and career, you could be transitioning in that regard, transitioning into a different industry, into a new job, into a new business, into a new career path for yourself, and finding yourself in that, because even though our identities are connected to our ego, it's still knowing the new you and the new thing. Not necessarily as an identity attachment, but you're developing yourself, and it's sometimes uncomfortable. But I feel like you're at that point, you're ready to kill off a part of your life that has run its course. It doesn't work for you anymore anyway. I don't feel like you want to go back to any of the old or any of the past. You're in this new phase of your life, but there's the old parts of you that are still hanging around, that are still dying off and transitioning. So, and with anything that does come to an end at this point, there's always lessons to be learned if something comes to an end that you don't necessarily had wanted to end. What can you do differently next time is what we'd be asking ourselves. But yeah, so Five of Wands in the reverse. I feel like you could be feeling quite misunderstood right now. Like you're working through, you've had an inner conflict, and that conflict is leaving, but people could be misunderstanding the new you. Like they don't get it, is how it feels. They don't get it. Like I don't think people can get a rise out of you, or like all these old ways that have died off and transitioning to the better is it's like you've changed, and maybe the people around you haven't. And so there's like, they could try and cause conflict, and you just like, meh, it's irrelevant to you. You don't even participate. And I feel like this is more so creating misunderstandings for others about why you are the way you are. And I don't think it too much matters to you. But let's clarify the Five of Wands in reverse. Yeah, Five of Swords in reverse. I just think you just not even participating. If somebody misunderstands, it's just like you just let things go now. You're not triggered. Very hard to be triggered when you just kind of don't give something relevance. King of Wands in reverse, bottom of the deck. A Hierophant in the reverse, and we've got the Devil energy out here. Capricorn energy. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius with this King of Wands in reverse. It's like, and we've got the Justice here. Yeah, these are just these people. I feel like you've called back your power. You do not. This is like people trying to trigger you, tempt you, and you've transformed. And these aren't even temptations anymore. You're just not in it. I feel like people wanted to see you broke, out in the cold, never being able to pull yourself back together, and you have. You have. No matter what you've been through in the past, you've pulled yourself back together, and you could have been like left broke, destitute, completely out in the cold, and you've just persisted, and you've worked through it. You've done your healing work. You've worked hard, and you've transformed. Now they are misunderstood. They are misunderstood because you just completely unbothered by the old things, the old people. This King of Wands just doesn't get it. Because they thought they knew. They thought they knew you, and because you're so loving and nurturing and caring, and they've taken your kindness for weakness. They never saw that you were actually stronger than them, way stronger than them, and so resilient. And you picked yourself up every single time. You don't stay down. And so this King of Wands in reverse, I feel like that's somebody from the past. They don't get it. They are misunderstood. Very, very, very misunderstood. They're so misunderstood that you left them in the first place. They thought they were doing something to you, and in actual fact you were just like, okay, if that's how it's going to be, see ya. You have the upper ground here. All these people, all this competition, all these people from the past, you've had to battle, you've had to fight them off. You have the hilltop. You have the upper ground. They've been trying to slow you down. Eight of Wands in reverse. Something could also feel like, starting a new career. Something could feel like it's really, really, really slow starting, and you want it to go faster. You want to get that bag. You want to go after that goal, that dream, and you're fighting and you're pushing to get past this period. But strength at the bottom of the deck, Nine of Wands. You absolutely, like, the strength and the resilience you have, and this Knight of Wands is like so hardworking. This is like, they might be a bit wounded and they've had it rough, and this might not be the first time, but this guy never gives up, and he's nearly at the end. So this is, just push through this period, push through this low patch, this feeling like it's not going anywhere. This could cause a lot of self-doubt, but this is what makes you resilient. This is the time. This is the time that matters. This is the time that matters. This is going to pay off big in the long run. So yep, we've got the Ten of Cups here to the Moon. So and we could have some travel involved, the Six of Swords. So I feel like, you know, you pushing through this tough time and building up this resilience, this is going to give you a Ten of Cups. You just can't see it yet. It's hidden from you right now. Like, some things you can have a plan to a point, and the plan is only going to work if it actually works. Like, you can stick to, you know, if I do this and this and this every day, if I run 6 days a week and I go to the gym 3-4 times a week, I should have this body and I should eat this way to receive that goal, whatever it is for you, or with regards to a career. You may get to that point where you're like, even if I follow this, is it really going to work? There's certain elements that you can't necessarily control or see, even if you have a good plan. But we have the Ten of Cups here. So it's like, you can't see how happy this is going to make you in the end. So stick with it. It will all be revealed. You may just be going through a bit of a dark patch in the beginning with something. It might feel a little bit like, oh, is this going to work? Is it going to work? Yeah. And that could also, like, that could be more than a career. That could be a relationship. It could be anything in your life, your health. It's giving a push through this time. It will work. Yeah. So, you know, you've got happiness at the end. So yeah, you got the Ten of Cups and you have happiness. Alright, so let's get some Moonology. Finish up your reading. And this also may feel this way. Went through this transition, you know. Anything new is a transition. Anything ending is a transition into the new. Yeah. That uncomfortable, uncertain time is what builds this strength. Inner strength, outer strength. Resilience. This is why you're stronger than most. This is why you just continue to get up and fight the fight and battle through. So, and we have your hard work is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. So reassuring. At the bottom of the deck we have adjustments are required. Nothing is set in stone. Luck is on your side. So show the world the real you. A time to give rather than take. So maybe, you know, in the beginning you might not be getting much back, or you might feel like you're not getting much back for all the effort you're putting in. But that may be the strong foundations you need to build on. What you give out, you will receive back. You may just be in that period where you're waiting for that to happen. So, but it is paying off. New Moon in Capricorn. First and foremost, this card suggests a new start for you professionally. Whatever has been going on in your working life, this card heralds the start of a new and improved work cycle. If you're unhappy in your current job, this is the time to either renegotiate your position or look for something new. Whatever your question, whether work-related or otherwise, a new plan and strategy is called for. You need to take a look at the long term and think about where you want to be in 12 months or even 5 years' time. That will inform your best course of action now. So think seriously about it. Drawing this card suggests it's a time for you to be ambitious about whatever it is you want to achieve. Attune to the moon, make a proper plan, and execute it well. Additional meanings for this card: you need to be more disciplined to reach your goal. Hard work will make your dreams a reality. A very good omen for study or teaching. Don't be too controlling and avoid anyone who is controlling. Capricorn is the sign of ambition, building, and hard work. The energy is solid and rigid. The new moon in Capricorn is a powerful lunation that comes towards the end of each year and marks arguably the best moment annually to make a list of your hopes, dreams, ambitions, and intentions for the year ahead. Pulling this card at any time suggests that with planning and discipline you can achieve whatever you set your mind to. And there it is. So, you can achieve this. It looks like this Ten of Swords and this Death card, big transition is either taking place right now or is about to. But I feel like this isn't happening to you. For one, it's happening for you, not to you. But I feel like you're bringing this change. You're putting an end to something, and you're the one taking on this transition. You're not getting a tower where it's happening to you in that sense. You've got the power and you've got the reins with the Six of Wands, and you're charging forward with this. So it's really powerful. Okay, Cancer, this is your reading. Hope it resonates. Hope you get something out of it. And if you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Help this channel to grow. And I'll be back in a couple of days with another reading for you. So keep your notification bell switched on so you don't miss any of the updates. And yeah, we'll talk again soon. Bye for now.